Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Thursday morning here in Georgetown, Texas. This is day 228 of the movement. Knocking out a 5+ mile walk today. Second day that I haven't run, and it's interesting. I'm still processing. I'm walking behind, there's a trail that I used to run, now walk behind my daughter's school. It's about 2.5 miles out, a little bit more than 2 miles, and 2.5 going back. And although I can't run for the foreseeable future, what I can do is just walk. Simple as that. And as I was walking through, I was seeing all these things that I had never noticed before running. Like, this is actually the first time I've ever actually walked here. And you start to see these things so much more clearly than you would when you're running, because you're such in a space, in a headspace, in a zone. And it's the idea of sitting still. It's this idea of just slowing down and letting life happen around you, which is really cool. In the midst of this, I was texting back and forth with my good buddy Larry. And Larry gave me this just really interesting perspective. We talked about, in his past, he used to play video games. I think Resident Evil is one of them. He said in Metal Gear Solid. And he talked about, like, in the midst of these video games, you will come to these locked doors, but you don't have the keys to them or the knowledge that you need to get through them. And so a lot of times you'd have to continue on in the game, find those keys and remember them to come back to those places till they get to the locked door. And as he was talking about it, what was so interesting to me was, I don't see it that way because I wasn't a video game person like that, but I do notice certain things in my life where there were things that were happening in my life that I didn't understand them in the moment, right? But then I will keep mental note of them. And then I'll experience life, sometimes years, decades later, and have those keys to come back and know what to do with those doors. And I was just like, wow, like it was just an amazing perspective. And just in a lot of ways, the keys to life. I love my brother Larry, man. When you talk about community, I met him 2 years ago in a marathon, and we just connected. And we see the world in a lot of the same ways, and then also in different ways. But whatever ways we know how to speak to each other. And I'm grateful for him, man. Like, I was just thinking, as I was struggling with what I'm struggling with not being able to run and figuring out what's next, and almost going into a victim mentality, I said, no, I'm not going to sit in this. So I just reached out to him, because that's what your friends, your brothers, your community, that's what they're for. And just grateful for it, man. Just really, really grateful. Anyway, that's my thoughts for today. As always, be blessed today and every day. Thank you for listening. Peace.